Hey you guys, I'm so excited for this video, of course, because it has to do with donuts. I am going to be opening up this box for you and tapping and scratching on lots of different donuts. Here they are. Yes, there are 11 donuts, not 12 per usual, and that is because my friend and I ate one before filming. But I chose the least interesting to look at and hear to eat because I purchased these for the sights and the sounds. This is the first donut. It's clearly bright yellow. It is a filled donut. I think it's like a jelly donut or something. And I have learned over the last, 4 or 5 donut videos I've done to put the donuts in the refrigerator before filming, so you get this nice sound as you tap and scratch on them. Otherwise they kind of get melty and you can't hear the sounds as much. I actually got a comment on the no talking version of this video that you loved the sound of the mat here. I do have videos with just the mat already up on my channel. If you look up plastic scratching, plastic mat scratching, ASMRVilla, you'll find those. This is the second donut. It's not filled, as you can see. It's got a strawberry kind of frosting. Is it called frosting on donuts? We'll call it frosting for now. It's got the strawberry frosting. Looks kind of like a light pink, even peach colour. And rainbow sprinkles. Why do I love these videos? I get so excited. I'm so excited just even looking at these donuts. Oh look, actually I'm wrong. These are filled in 4 little spots. So you can see these spots on the bottom. That means they're actually filled with just a little something in 4 little spots. I don't know what this is filled with though. I've never seen that in the US, where donuts like this have little spots of fillings in them, but I probably just missed the trend or something. Is this a thing in the US also, to kind of have little spots along these donuts with fillings? Like some of them have like little bits of cream and others have little bits of jelly, and I think this looks like it's got some strawberry jelly inserted. This is the third donut. Okay, I have taken a bite of this since filming and I thought it would be super clear to me what the flavour was, but the best I could tell is I think it's peanut butter, like a kind of a nutty peanut butter with chocolate. You'd think it would be super obvious, but it kind of wasn't. It was almost like crumbs of peanut butter. Hard to explain. It was good. I do need to give you the update on whether these actually tasted like donuts, because I am in Egypt and the last video I did with donuts was also here, and I told you guys I was disappointed because the donut shop I got them from, like, they did not taste like donuts. It was almost just like bread covered with like the donut frosting, really bready too. And so I thought, okay, if I try Dunkin' Donuts, since it's like a franchise, maybe these will really taste like donuts. They'll be fried, they'll be, you know, a donut. I am sad to report they still are more like a bread than a real donut. They're better than the first batch I got from that other store. They're a bit closer to a donut you would eat in the US, but still more bready on the inside than they're supposed to be, and like it doesn't taste, something is just different. It's more bready. It's just not the same. It's a bit less greasy, which might sound like a good thing, but when you're eating a donut, it's like you need it to be like fried in the right way for it to taste like a donut. So it just doesn't have that quality. The bottom of this one was kind of checkered like that because of how it dried after being cooked. I love this one, is my favourite because of the way it looks. I like the white with the orange on it, like that kind of squiggle line. I've not taken a bite of this one yet, so I don't know what the filling is. But I wonder if the orange squiggle line is supposed to give us a hint. I'm not sure. I have a friend coming over later and I will let my friend try some of the donuts. Maybe they will. I don't like filled donuts, so maybe they will try some of these and find out what's on the inside. Do you guys like filled donuts? I feel like it's probably a 50-50 thing, that some people love the filled donuts and some people love the non-filled traditional donut. My absolute favourite donut is, I have not found it in Egypt. I'm just spelling donut on the board for you because it just sounds so good. But my favourite donut is like, it almost looks like a really tiny loaf of bread. And it's very like, dense donut on the inside, and the outside is like a glaze. I can't remember like if it has a specific name, what kind of donut it is, but it's is there a name for it? Anyway, I can't remember if there's a name for it, but it does not have a hole, but it's also not filled. And it looks, like I said, like a mini loaf of bread, glazed on the outside. Really like a crunchy glaze on the outside, and it's just so delicious, moist on the inside. That's the thing, these donuts are not like moist and fluffy. They're really like like you're eating a roll, like a dinner roll with frosting on it. Yep, that's it. It feels like a dinner roll with frosting. This one has little spots of filling, and this one I do know has some cream in it. I did eat this one. This is a voiceover, by the way, if you haven't caught on to that. So this one, I did actually get to eat this one, and it had like a cream filling. That kind of helped it to be a little more moist, less like a bread, but I loved the chocolate sprinkles on this one. It gave it a really nice crunch. But the milk chocolate on these does not harden very well, even in the fridge. It stays still a bit melty, so I can't really tap on them. I found that the milk chocolate frostings don't really work for tapping very well. You will see in a minute with some of the colourful donuts I have that have some milk chocolate designs on them. Okay, so this one, you see these lines here, they're chocolate, and they kind of like, they don't allow for me to tap on them like this blue frosting does. This is like a firm, hard frosting that, especially when being in the fridge, it really makes a nice high-pitched sound when I tap on it. But I can't quite touch the milk chocolate lines because they'll kind of like spread very easily around. By the way, I've been putting I put a behind the scenes video up on Patreon recently, showing you how I filmed a few of the videos. I don't know, this reminded me for some reason. I sometimes I've been forgetting to talk about Patreon recently. But yeah, I do. There's a Patreon page that I have, and I love it so much because I get to know you guys better and get to share kind of a bit more personal things on there. Like some of the recent exclusive videos have been like parts of my traveling, like during the travels, or like going, I think one was from the US back to Egypt, etc. So feel free to go and check that out. There's always links in the description box for that, but you get like little perks for signing up and exclusive videos, etc. So sorry I've forgotten to mention it for quite some time now, but I did put behind the scenes up recently, and this was reminding me of it for some reason. I like when the bottom of the donuts have this pattern from the cooling racks that they get set on. I think that the filling of this donut and another one coming up later that is red, it looks like it, is actually a cola filling, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that when I was purchasing them. Almost like a cola flavoured filling. This one's a bit quiet because it's kind of like, almost like an Oreo cookie crumble on the top. I took a few bites of this one and it was very good, but you know, as good as you can get without not actually being a donut. I can't give it full points, of course. but I did like the topping on there. So I have a friend in Egypt that has a YouTube channel. It's in Arabic. If you're ever interested in hearing stories in Arabic, maybe you speak Arabic, or maybe you'd be interested in hearing it. But my friend has a channel where he shares stories, some that he's written, others that he's reading, and he does the most beautiful like visuals and music with the stories. They're like short stories. I'll try to put a link. I did that once before with one of his videos. I think it's really beautiful. So I'll put like an end screen, like a video of his at the end. So if you want to check out his channel or videos, you can. His voice is really like epic, and it sounds really cool when he tells the stories in Arabic. It's in a more like formal version of Arabic. It's not Egyptian Arabic, so I can't really understand a lot of it, but I still love the visuals and the sounds. Like, you can feel a lot of emotion from the videos even if you can't understand them, like the words, that is. You kind of understand the story from the visuals, the music. I feel that's very Middle Eastern to tell stories like that, actually. I don't think I've ever come across a channel like that before, in English, or in Arabic for that matter, but I thought I would mention that. This is a heart donut. I love it. It's kind of cool. It's got like the heartbeat design on the front. This is part of the white frosting that I was taking off there. The back has these lines on it again. Yeah, it's kind of like the heart that you hear on an EKG or something. That's what I think it is, at least. Or like when you have a heart monitor and you can see the heart beating. So it's got like a big heartbeat on the heart here. Obviously bright red. I choose the nails for this video based on some of these brighter colours. Thankfully it was the time of the week to change my nails, so I usually match my nails to some of the first videos that I know I'm going to film, and then I from there kind of make videos using the colour that I'm wearing. I wanted to poke the frosting a bit for you. The reason I chose to do a voiceover for the talking version is because some of the donuts, like I tried to do some sounds like I just did putting the fingernail into the frosting, so it kind of messes with the donuts a bit. They're not in great shape afterwards. So I wanted to let you see the nice version of the donuts again, not the messed up version. I didn't mess them up too badly. They're just some of them just got kind of poked and prodded at. This frosting actually stayed very well. The donuts that just have this glaze on top, the full glaze of one colour, were really intact even after tapping and scratching on them quite a bit. Some of them got some cracks, but not too bad. I'm just really gently tapping along the sides and top of this one. Another filled donut. Maybe in the next donut video I will like open the donuts for you at the end of tapping on each one or something. Would you like that? I feel like I get a good amount of comments or questions about wanting me to like squish the donuts. Maybe if I open them or show you what's inside, or I don't know. You let me know. Tell me what you would like. This one is another strawberry. I just realised, I keep thinking it's peach, but when you see the colour in person you can kind of tell it's a bit more pink. And so I think there's probably a strawberry filling in here. That would be my guess. I'm actually tapping pretty hard on it at this point, and the frosting's not budging at all. Okay, now we have like a pretty famous or standard donut, the chocolate donut with the sprinkles. Rainbow sprinkles. Like I said, the milk chocolate is quite soft, so it doesn't really make any tapping sounds even after being refrigerated. So I'm kind of just scratching on the sprinkles a little bit, doing a bit of tapping on the actual rainbow sprinkles. So this one's not filled at all, because I noticed that you can see some of the filling usually on the bottom if it is filled, and you kind of see like 4 spots where they even, put in the jelly or cream. So I'm pretty sure this doesn't have anything in it, but there were a few where I was surprised when I took a bite. I was so happy that they had like fun, colourful donuts, because I like doing videos with some kind of unique donuts, and this one I really liked it. I'd never seen a red donut like this, and then I saw this and the heart one that day, so I grabbed them both. So I think that this one has the cola filling also. Maybe my friend will taste this for me tonight, and I can then update you with what if these are good or not. See how my nail just goes through them very easily, the milk chocolate part. Like, it's a bit deceiving. It looks like it's nice and fried. Like, it looks like you're going to bite it and it's going to taste like donut, but then you bite it and you're like, this is a roll. How did this happen? It's kind of like a tiny bit glazed though, so like it really looks like it's going to taste fried. But I was asking my friend about it the other day. I was like, I wonder why the donuts here are different. And when she took a bite, she said, oh yeah, like, I don't like when things are too fried, and I've noticed that most of the like pastries and desserts here are on the lighter side when it comes to that sort of thing, are fried. So I think it's like a preference, cultural preference. So maybe Dunkin' Donuts is just, you know, catering to the culture, which they are smart to do. You should do that. You should kind of change your product a bit if it's to make it fit in the place where you're selling it. Let's just poke. To hear the sounds. Pieces of the frosting were falling off when I did this. Okay, so I'm going to bring back all the donuts so you can see them kind of all together. So as we come to the end of the video, I'm going to ask you a question that you can answer in the comment section if you've made it to the end with me. I often do emojis, but I'm going to do a question this time. I'm going to have to do with the donuts. Just tell me, describe the donut that you most want to bite into of all of these. And when you think of it, imagine they actually are donuts. Forget the bread thing. Just think, based on the outside and whether or not there's probably jelly on the inside or not, tell me the one that you're like, oh, I want to take a bite of that. So you can just describe it. Just be like, red, circular, filled, in the comment section, and I will know what you're talking about. Red, heartbeat. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love doing donut videos. I hope you guys enjoy, and I definitely hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for everything, you guys. Bye for now.